Good evening, I'm Bo Williams and welcome to the 7. Let's get a look at the Big 7 stories happening right now, and topping the list for us tonight, we're getting you caught up on the latest as we continue to follow developments surrounding the death of conservative activist Charlie Kirk. Kirk shot while holding a rally at Utah Valley University, and just a short time ago the FBI director Kash Patel saying a person suspected in the shooting is now in custody. Witnesses reported hearing a single shot at the event hitting Kirk. The university says Kirk was then taken away by his own security team. The school originally said a suspect was in custody. However, it walked that statement back, saying the shooter was still on the loose as the person who was initially detained was released. But Utah's Governor Spencer Cox confirming tonight that a person of interest is being questioned at this time. Now, the governor not offering up any details about that person, but saying that the killing has a clear motivation.
It's a tragic day for our nation. And I want to be very clear that this is a political assassination. And when someone takes the life of a person because of their ideas or their ideals, then that very constitutional foundation is threatened.
Kirk's death was first announced by President Trump on social media. Since then, the president says he is ordering all American flags throughout the country to fly at half-staff until Sunday at 6 o'clock. Tonight, the president calling Kirk a truly great American patriot. Now, we're also hearing reactions from Tennesseans on both sides of the aisle. Representative Tim Burchett took to X to say, quote, Charlie Kirk spent his life fighting for conservative principles, traveling the nation, and engaging directly with people on the opposite side of the aisle. I am heartbroken for his wife, 2 young children, and everyone who called him a friend, end quote. And State Democrat Representative Gloria Johnson of Knoxville saying in part, regardless of our views, political violence is never the answer. My prayers go out to the Kirk family and all those affected by this horrific shooting, end quote. Kirk was here in Knoxville back in March holding a similar rally at the University of Tennessee. At the time, UT's campus paper, the Daily Beacon, said Kirk was greeted with cheers and some protesters. The paper says Kirk also fielded questions and debated with UT students. Now keep it tuned to WATE and WAT.com for the latest on this ongoing investigation. Next on the 7 tonight, charges are pending for an altercation at Sevier County Jail that left 1 inmate dead. The Sevier County Sheriff's Office saying this happened after a fistfight between 2 inmates led to 1 being taken to the hospital where they later died. That person has now been identified as Gary Dwayne Stiltner II. The assailant has been identified as Shay Vincent Spell. Now, Stiltner's family tells us that they were shocked when they found out what had happened. His sister, Carrie Dahl, saying that he was a nonviolent person and that he had been arrested on drug possession charges.
He didn't deserve to be done this way. His last memories in life, or his last moments in life, shouldn't have been this way. I don't know what provoked this or what caused this or what. No one, I don't care, what it is, they don't deserve this.
Dahl says Stiltner was 34 and the father to 5 children. The family is now working to bring him home to be buried next to his father. The investigation remains active and ongoing by the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. Next on the 7, we're on your side with a traffic alert tonight. I want to bring in the Traffic Tracker 6 here for a second. Crews have been working a multi-vehicle crash on I-40 East. This is near downtown. They just opened all the lanes. This is a live look near Western Avenue. You can see all the vehicles lined up on the left side of your screen. Again, this is a live look through the TDOT SmartWay cameras. It is causing some traffic backups. We'll take a look at the congestion right now. This is I-40 at 17th. As again, we take a look at those SmartWay cameras. The accident, again, moved to the shoulder of the interstate. It has been backing up traffic for several miles, so keep that in mind. If you're heading from West Knoxville into the downtown area, it will take some time to get everybody back up to speed, so keep that in mind. All right, at least 1 person is dead after a crash on I-81 in White Pine early this morning. Police say the wreck happened near mile marker 5, forcing traffic to be rerouted at exit 4. Now, the road reopened around 1 this afternoon. Police have not released the victim's name. This deadly crash comes less than a day after another fatal wreck near mile marker 11, which happened Tuesday night. Well, our Big 7 list continues for you. The McMinn County Sheriff's Office saying it arrested a fake federal agent who was trying to scam a couple out of $12,000. A man from the Zion Hill subdivision near Inglewood called the sheriff's office yesterday afternoon while his wife was on the phone with the suspected scammer. The sheriff asked her to stay on the phone with him so that law enforcement could come up with a plan to try to catch him. Law enforcement set up surveillance, and that night, we're told the suspected scammer asked to meet at the gate of Zion Cove. Well, after he arrived, officers surrounded him and his vehicle, taking him into custody. The man has been identified as a Florida man who may have ties to a Chinese organized crime organization. He is charged now with criminal conspiracy of theft and financial exploitation of an elderly or vulnerable person. His bond has been set at $120,000. Next on the 7, a teen is now dead following a motorcycle crash. This happened in Hamblen County. THP telling us it happened late last night on I-81 North when 19-year-old Landon Rowland, the driver of a motorcycle, tried to go between two vehicles. That's when Rowland's bike hit the trailer of a truck and then became lodged in it until he was thrown from the motorcycle and was pronounced dead at the scene. Now, troopers add he was wearing a helmet. The driver of the truck was charged with driving on a revoked license. And for our final big story tonight here on the 7, a Knoxville woman was awarded the key to the city in Sedalia, Missouri, after saving the life of someone who had been in a car crash. Jada McMillan, a Carnes High School graduate, serves in the Air Force and is stationed at a base in Missouri. Now, she was driving home from work one day when a car in front of her crashed into a ditch. She and another employee at the base, who just happened to be driving nearby, jumped into action. Together, they pulled 23-year-old Cheyenne out of her car before it went up in flames. Now, Jada was able to reunite with Cheyenne's family at the key to the city ceremony.
Just getting that closure and getting to meet them, and I know that they were so grateful for everything that happened and them expressing that, and they gave us flowers, and that was just a really special moment.
Once the introductions had been made and we, for the lack of better terms, knew each other at that point, it felt like family. And it was an honor to me to be able to say, these are the people that gave me my kid back.
Darcy Curtis, the other woman that helped save Cheyenne, also received a key to the city. Now, she is a civilian that works in pharmacy at the Air Force Base in the same building as Jada.